Hello, welcome back to Let Supreme Goes Thief. We're going to play a Thief Gold mission called Whispers Below the Cobblestone by Korthak, which is the first mission I played of his. Apparently he's released a couple before this one. And this is a mission that was recommended by a few viewers. Skacky, Fortuny, I believe, and maybe one other. And it's fairly recent. It's from May, I think, of 2021, so less than a year old. And it's right up my alley. It's a great mission, and I wanted to showcase it. It's a little bit in the vein of some of the previous missions I've done recently, large cityscapes with, Thief 1 stock textures mostly, with above and underground sections. So it's really cool. It's a really good gameplay design throughout, and yeah, if you like this one, then check out his other missions as well, which I might do, I'm not sure. One word about the Turning of the Leaves, the last mission first. It was discovered by a viewer by name of WhereTIB, I think, that you can, in fact, get past the gate that I had to, where I had to incur the ghost bust of breaking the lock. You can use the clipping method and go straight through the wall into the courtyard. I realized then that you can't pick the lock on the padlock. It's not pickable, and you cannot unlock it with the hideout key either. So you have to actually clip through the wall each time you have to go into the Thieves' hideout, which would be in and out, and then in and out later on as well. So you have to do that 4 times. But it means it is possible to ghost that mission, because engine exploits are allowed as a last resort. But I have decided that I am not going to implement that exploit in any of my videos. I honestly think it breaks the game, it breaks immersion too much for me. Yes, I know that some other exploits are also very unimmersive, but this is one that is only implemented by New Dark, and it essentially works on every single wall and every single door in every mission. So basically every mission that was previously unghostable could now theoretically be ghosted, because you can just go through walls instead of dealing with the problem at hand. So I've decided not to use that exploit at all in any of my videos. I might announce it if it's possible and I know about it, but I'm not going to use that to circumvent issues. And since it's not allowed for Supreme at all, then that shouldn't make my Supreme runs any different. But yeah, I just wanted to say that the mission is ghostable, but I did as clean of a run as I want to do. So anyway, moving on to this. So there's no briefing, and the info text basically says what's in the objectives. So we'll get straight to that. Lord Guldenberg is probably the wealthiest nobleman in this part of Hightown. He is said to own a large art collection, which, with his most famous piece being the painting Majesty and Splendor, Steal It. Someone managed to steal a valuable gem from Lord Ravenhurst, the Tanzanite Rachel. Find out where it was taken and steal it. So that's a gemstone. Old stories tell of an ancient pagan relic buried deep beneath the ruins, or in the ruins beneath the city. Find and steal it. This quarter is amongst the richest of the city. Make yourself a fortune and steal at least 3,000 worth of loot. You are a true professional, don't kill anyone. When you've completed all your other tasks, leave the district towards Aldale. So this mission can be Supreme ghosted. We can't take all the loot, at least I'm not going to. There's one piece of loot actually close to the end that we have to skip. But everything else we can take. And overall, the mission isn't too difficult. As long as we stay off the streets. I mean, there's not that many guards in the streets, but there's not a lot to do. Most of it is on rooftops or from building to building, which is a style that many of you like. So let me know how you think this mission measures up against some of the other ones. The ones that I would say it compares to the most are missions of Skacky and Melan. Though maybe it isn't quite in that category, it comes close. It's very good, and it was a surprise when I started to play it. I found it surprisingly well designed. So obviously we can't buy anything for Supreme, but you don't need to either. So let's get straight to it. Make a real save. Oh yeah, I have a couple of real saves here for my test run, so just disregard those. Let's look at our map. We start in the southwest, and this is the city map. There's only one map that is ever given, and there's an underground area too that is quite extensive. That's a little bit more linear, but even there, it can be a little bit confusing. The map the first time was it took a little bit before I found my way around in my head, sort of. Now the city is sort of split in half. Here, let's see, like that. There. You can get into Lord Ravenhurst and Leveilleur, but you cannot get into Lord Guldenberg's palace now. So this is the area that we're going to ghost first, then we're going to head underground, and then when you come back up from underground, you will come out in the Hammer Temple, and then you have access to the northern half, and you can also then go south from the north. You can open some gates that are locked prior. So Ravenhurst is pretty big. Guldenberg obviously is where we're going to get one of our objectives, the painting. The Hammer Temple is fairly small, and then there's a lot of establishments that you can go into, a lot of apartments and you know, different tenants that we can meet, some guards in the streets and whatnot. There's a city workstation here. This is where we will leave, end the mission here. So this is in Hightown. So we are going to actually... you head underground in Leveilleur Estate. So we are going to then go west, go through Ravenhurst, go through some places here, cross the street above ground, and then head to Leveilleur last. And then we will appear in the Hammer Temple, and I'll talk more about the northern parts when we get there. To begin with, we actually have to wait here because the patrols are a little bit unfavorable. There are 2 patrollers that cover this area of town. I think this guy stopped. No, he doesn't stop. The other guy stops. This one turns around. Yeah, there's another guy coming. I would want to follow that archer, but there is a guard coming out from the east. Let me just check my audio here. There. Actually, I'm going to turn up the gamma just a slight bit here because there are some areas, especially underground, that is very dark. And this is version 1.1, I think, and the first version was apparently even darker. So that was something that was changed. So now that the archer comes back, we can follow him. Something first here. Dear people of Hightown, Madame Myrno invites you to attend the grand reopening of the old bathhouse in Aldale. The bathhouse possesses the finest swimming areas and bathing facilities to satiate all hygienic needs, as well as soothing thermal baths and steam rooms. We also offer massages from our well-trained masseurs. Enjoy your stay with some delicious Canap or wine, just as Lord Richards, Lord Binclair, and Lord Bafford did before you. It was ensured that all their wishes were fulfilled to their greatest contentment. Admittance starts at 25 gold. Extra services are not included. What are those extra services? I wonder. Matamirano, Bathhouse, Jolly Satter, 71 Meadow Street, Aldale. We can't get up to some of these rooftops here. There's another guard there that I don't want to alert from a distance. Here we go. We're going to head into this courtyard. Let's see. Head up here. And then climb into this area. Here's a stack of copper coins and a stack of silver coins. And a readable. Greetings, Sildren. So Sildren is one of the few alchemists, I believe. I want to thank you for your last letter and your new formulas. I'm sure these will be useful to me later on. As for my news, Lord Ravenhurst is currently renovating his estate. That makes 2 buildings nearby that are being done up at the same time. It's very noisy and distracting, and the frequent arguments Lord Ravenhurst engages in with his personnel hardly helps. These disturbances have been increasing as of late, to an almost unbearable degree. The situation has become so dire, I'm thinking of relocating to another tower. Alas, I'm doubtful that I'll be able to find anything that suits my needs nearby. The mundane rabble will never understand why it's that we need these towers. Explaining such matters to landlords can be so very tedious. Please let me know if you can arrange something about a new tower. Melchior. So Melchior is the other alchemist then. A couple of alchemists or mages. So now we have passed, this is the tower then, we passed that and we're out on the balcony just south of Ravenhurst, so the point is that we're going to get to Ravenhurst now. This is an unlocked entrance to Ravenhurst. Okay, so we're gonna head here first. There is a patroller with purse there. Good timing. With 60, so total 77.
Sir?
And then there is another patroller that just... It's the guy that we saw earlier. We do get stuck there, but they do loosen up. There you go. He should make a left. To his left, I think, yeah. So this is the courtyard. We need to get down there. There's one piece of loot there.
Is that you?
Oh, he heard that. Clever guy.
Huh?
Man. I don't know if you can actually pass him in the staircase, so I want to do this instead. Okay, because in the courtyard... Goblet right there. You can go up the other way, but then you go against the traffic of these swordsmen, so I'm going to go back up the same way. There's nothing else of interest down here. Here's a readable. To Benedict, did you know that the state of this worksite is a complete shambles? I know this client's important and he pays good money, but he's so eccentric. He's forever changing his mind about what it is we should be working on. This madman has no idea what he wants, but that doesn't stop him ordering us about like an army general. And that's not even the worst of it. He's forever insulting the men, which is hardly doing wonders for their morale. Everybody's exhausted and frustrated. Who cares if his stupid, shiny stone were stolen? That gives him no right to treat his workers like dirt. You have to do something about this and fast. Supervisor Ronald. I want to get in here quickly because the guy... Here's a rug, by the way. The guy that makes a loop comes through here. Okay, let's see. This, here's a readable, yeah. Guldenberg, you fat, stinking, foul-mouthed son of a Burrick. I know it was you, I just know it. Who else could have done it? I'm gonna catch you red-handed, just you wait, and then I'll wipe the floor with your sorry arse. You'll pay for this, I can promise you that. Ravenhurst. Okay. Let's see. This is then Ravenhurst. We need to kind of wait for him. Let's grab a purple vase there. Total 192. He doesn't see us here. Show you something else too here. In the fireplace, you can stack a couple items and get up here pretty easily, but we're going to come down there from the other side a little bit later. We don't need to, but I'll show you that access point. There. Now what we need to do here is read this. To the most honorable city warden Coleridge, I fear I must inform you that I'm highly disappointed by your recent actions. You promised to support me during your times of need, but now these times have come and you have failed to make good on your word. I insist that you send more men to search for my precious Tanzanite Rachel. Let me tell you that this is a complot. They were all conspiring against me. Leveilleur, the thieves in the foul den of depravity they call the Undercity, and that arrogant, insolent fool, Guldenberg. I've had quite enough of it all. This is a bloody catastrophe. My festivity will be ruined if my Rachel is not retrieved, and soon. Aldrich Ravenhurst. So that gemstone is then not here, obviously. Did we close the door? I gotta make sure that I close the doors. I forgot to close a door, or lock the door, a door rather. In Turning of the Leaves. Now that mission couldn't be ghosted at all, so it wasn't a big deal, but this mission can be supreme ghosted, so I don't want to risk anything. There's nothing here to pick up. You can climb over the roof here, but it's extremely loud. So I'm not going to bother doing that. Instead, I'm going to drop into this little courtyard. Here's a healing fruit. I don't know if he saw me. Sometimes those gates don't transfer sound as much. Not sure why there was such a long wait there. Can't have that. Okay. Yeah, you can open that gate from the inside. So we're now actually in... This is a courtyard. That's not shown. So this is the gate that takes you out to the street again. So we've actually done everything in Ravenhurst. There are a couple more access points to it. Now up here, you can also climb. There is, all that's interesting here is a water arrow. This door is locked and not pickable. You can see a couple of rooms up here. But there's nothing else. Oh yeah, I confused this area for a different area. I thought we had to go down here, but we actually don't. Can't stand jumping from slanted surfaces, so we actually need to get it back up here right away. There are two such courtyards. One is very similar to it and has loot, so we're going to head in here actually. Here's a moss arrow and a healing potion. Perfect timing. So now we are in this area. So here there's a lot of interconnected apartments here, so we can actually make a little loop. We're going to do that to cover this area. To begin with, we're going to get a gold nugget up here, kind of difficult to see. And in this room there is a statue, total 302. That takes you into the sitting room. I'll show you that from the other side. Here you can look down to the streets again. This is where we climbed over to Ravenhurst. If we head out here real quick. This is the other courtyard I was referring to. Let me just check that I'm in the right place here. Yes, we should be. Yep. In here's a cheese. There's a gold vase. More importantly. So now we have moved a little bit back north and northeast. He didn't see me from that far away. That's actually Guldenberg, but you can't get into it from this side. That's the noisy roof I talked about, and this is the courtyard that we were just in. So we're coming this way because there's a pretty difficult piece of loot here. Or not really that difficult, but it's a little bit tight if you want to get to it from the street level. This goblet right here, total 367. So this plaza is this plaza here. And there are, I think, 3 patrollers in this area. We're gonna head back up and go back in here. Good. The biggest problem I have is that I forget to close doors or lock doors. So I'm going to try to make a habit never to save when I have a door open or unlocked. Because when I reload a couple of times, if I run into a problem, I forget on the successful run to... I wasn't going to do that. Actually... wasn't going to do that either. These chains are actually, even though they're look like they're hanging down. They're not. They're actually straight. It's just the texture of it hangs down, but it doesn't really. So in here, there's a key for this gate. We're not going to need to take that. Oh. And I say that, and I take it. We just need the plate. Like I said, I want to stay out of the streets as much as I can. So in here is another little apartment. We're not going to go in there now, because we have a few other areas on this side that we're going to hit first. 407, that's where I should be. I love a lot of this artwork that's used. I'll point out a couple of my favorites. So now we're getting back to, this is the sitting room I talked about. This is where we took the statue. So we've made a loop now. We've gone around like this, coming back down here, and now we're going to head to the southern area and also cover a little bit on the west side. So here's the green vase. Total 442. This is where we started.
What's there?
So, some viewers have asked me if I could please make a video on how to install and run fan missions. And as a response, I'm going to say that I'm not going to do. But I will leave a link. I will leave a link in the video description to the two main forums on TTLG, the general discussion and the fan mission forum. Any assistance that you need with installing fan missions can be answered over there. It is very easy to do. I mean, you have to have a legal copy, of course, of Thief 1 or 2. But on GOG.com, you have those at a very, very low price. And all the fan missions are free. From that point. So you just need to go to one of the many download sites. I'll leave a... Well, actually, if you go to the bottom of my video description, I have that as a default. The one that I use, where you have a fairly complete... But on the forums, too, if you just search for the mission name, you get the thread up for that mission, and you can find download links, usually in the first post. And where to put the fan missions and how to run them is very simple. But it's a little bit more technical than I care to explain right now. Here's a goblet, 457. There's a moss arrow as well over here. I probably could have done this a little bit more efficiently, but I got a little distracted when I started to explain. So yeah, it does not take, you know, a very, tech-savvy mind to be able to play van missions. So moss arrow over there as well, and the goblet we took under the chair. We're on 457. Now we're headed into the city works. So we're now upstairs in this building. Here's dead guy. But a goblet, 482, and a readable. Greetings, Edmund. How's it going? Seen any shady fellows around lately? Remember to report any suspicious activity you see to me, no matter how minor it may seem. I hope I'm making myself plain. I haven't been able to sleep a wink thanks to those filthy thieves. And I've been rushed off my feet trying to discover their secret passages. Please take the sewer hatch key from the guardhouse nearby and keep it safe. It is essential to be careful in times of turmoil such as these. Oh, and by the by, we'll be celebrating Al's birthday next week. Don't forget to bring him a present. Regards, Marcus. So the sewer hatch key is mentioned here. This guy is killed, which looks like a thief's dagger, and there's no sewer hatch key here, so the thieves probably have that key. So if that is something we need, we might need to get it from the thieves. Let's head downstairs just for a moment. There's an apple here. Nothing else really of interest. This is a pickable door. And that takes us out to the main
What was that noise?
area where we started,
someone
where we
there?
read the notice. So
Hello?
I don't like picking locks if I don't have to, so that's why I took the rooftop way into the city works. I always try to minimize lockpicks, especially those that I can't relock. I've said this 100 times, but for any new viewers, you never know. Okay, this is where we came from, right? Yes, it is. So we're not going to go there. We're going to go in here. Stack of copper coins up here. So now we're headed across the street. We're just going to hit one room. Wanted to make sure that we didn't get caught there. There's a purple vase in this area. Not sure what kind of place this is, but it looks like it's owned by some kind of mage or necromancer. 537. There's no patrollers in this part of the building. Storage room. Here's a spice bag. Total 587, and we're going to head out here. This is a pickable footlocker with, I believe, a rope arrow. And this is where we came through from the other side. Saw the carrot. And there's a bottle of wine here, total 637. Let's make a real save there. So we have now covered this whole section. We are almost done now in the southern parts of the street. So we're going to head across the street, get to Leveilleur, and then head underground.
Huh? Is that you?
The mantling mechanics and the rope mechanic is not fleshed out as much in Thief 1 missions. Thief 2 fixed that, so that's one of the reasons why I like Thief 2 engine a little bit more for stability purposes. I really wish that they had kept the jumping mechanic though, going to Thief 2, but I understand the exploitation of the bunny hopping and stuff like that. But generating a lot of momentum on jumps really makes for city missions, makes them a lot more enjoyable.
Is that you?
Head across here, save. exposed area. Take a goblet there. We can't go into this building. But we can't go into this building and take a green vase. So there's, that's how you maneuver through a lot of the city, is by going through apartments, and many of those apartments are empty. So if there's one complaint I have on this mission, it's that it's a little bit easy. There's some challenging sections, but if you know your way around, it's mostly navigation that is the challenge. So this is not a mission that is maybe as... Well, it's fun to ghost, but it's not offering as much challenge once you know the map. The guard is coming over there. Once you know the map, it's mostly about finding the best and most efficient way around the city. But dodging guards is only difficult sporadically. So this is an open balcony entrance to Leveilleur Estate. Let's follow. It's actually pretty good timing. We've got to follow this guard here. Oh, come on. Just trying to hide behind the door here to get dark. I'm not sure if I am completely dark here. We took a statue. I wanted to follow this guard into this room.
Someone making noise?
Not sure why I'm tapping there. Golden skull here, and then readable. Dear Cecil, have you heard what happened to Ravenhurst? His most valuable possession was stolen. He's trying to keep it hush-hush, but he can't pull the wool over my eyes. Those filthy thieves must have stolen his gem while he was away. Well, if you ask me, it serves him right. It was foolish of him not to increase the number of guards about his home, with what all the criminal activity that's been going on. His reputation will be damaged most severely by his blunder. At least, I certainly hope it is. I wouldn't be at all surprised if nobody attends his annual festivities this year. I'm looking forward to your next letter, my dear. Jen Lanou. So, Korthak is the author. I'm not sure if he is French, but there's a lot of French influence here. French names, Leveilleur, Jen Lanou, stuff like that. So I'm assuming so. I don't know, but it's also a cheese here. And then cleverly, there's a second piece of loot in here. A purse on a chair. 902. We're going to head out here next, and this is pretty good time. No, it's not good timing. We're going to head out here. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to go into the windowsill. There. Because this is actually Guldenberg, and there's one piece of loot here that we're going to take. That you can take from inside. That is not what I meant to do. Come on. What's so difficult in maneuvering here then? I'm supposed to jump up there. That is not difficult to do. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with this. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get a foothold for some reason here. There. Up here is a purple vase. This door over here requires a key on the inside, but then you have to return the key. I would rather not touch that key at all. That's a good jump. Okay. Yeah, so we took that purple vase, total 952. So you can't enter Guldenberg, but this is the only balcony you can sort of get to, and the only loot item you can get that is his. But we can, from this courtyard, also access a building on this end.
Who's there?
He does make a weird turn there that I don't usually like too much.
I don't see why I should have to be the one down here in the cold and the dark and the
There's
damp.
another Alchemist tower here that we can get to from this. We have to get to that from this side. In here. This is one of the creepiest places in the mission, I think, and it's very well designed.
You get all the light and get all the favors, and I don't have another thing to eat in days.
Some skull and bones laying around. The statues of different sizes, I don't know, I find that a little bit eerie as well. And then look at this. I haven't seen that. Is that a part of the stock? Can't imagine that being part of the stock textures. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I've seen that before. It's a gold plate, that's really the only thing of interest for us. And then there is a recipe book. Need new supplies. 15 arm lengths of guts. 2 fresh livers. 1 heart. 3 left brain hemispheres. 5 to 6 teeth. 4 right index fingers. I need that stuff soon, or... if we head out here... basically... this is the courtyard. So the balcony to Guldenberg is right here. We are now in this tower. And on this ledge, there's a flash bomb. Flash bombs are very helpful if you don't like to kill, but you allow yourself to knock people out. Flash bombs are incredibly powerful, in my opinion. You can essentially take out 4 or 5 guys with it.
Hello?
This mantling is just...
Thought I saw.
Okay, this is also pretty good timing with this guard, so hopefully we can... Oh, that's downstairs. We're gonna head down there in a little bit. Two gold candlesticks in here, and a blue vase. It's just sort of a dining, sitting room area. And now we're going to head up to Leveilleur's place, and we're going to get a key there. Might be off a little bit in my count here. I'm not sure why, but yeah, that we can't do. comes down now, then he will actually be able to pass us here, I think. So if we can wait here. We need these 2 pieces of loot and... let me just check that I've taken everything I need to. Yeah, I think so. These 2, and we need Leveilleur's basement key. I don't think there's anything to read up here. This basement key we need to get underground, but we need to return that key. Down here. Okay, so this... No, this is a door we're gonna have to pick open. Yeah. Don't think that guard comes down here, to be honest with you. Oh, no, 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 no. Well... yeah, that's the street entrance. You can go in from the street, but I don't want to do that, of course. So that... I'll show you where that goes. Okay, so in the kitchen here, there's a deer leg, but there is a gold plate. Total 1232. And then we're going to go down and then unlock the door. Then we can block the door. You lock it and then open it again real quick. Because our goal now is to... Okay. Let's follow him. No, actually.
I heard that.
Yeah, we can't do this. We have to follow it. Oh, he didn't close it. Usually when you make them open it, they will close it too. So yeah, 1232. I think I forgot to include that plate in the other Alchemist tower, my count. So we have 30 more than I thought we were going to have, but that's okay. Slightly unfavorable timing here, because we have to follow Leveilleur up now. We have to now, remember I play Supreme Ghost, so I have to return all items that can be returned. And, you know, ideally only pick up what I need to pick up. So that basement key we needed, but you can lock the door and also return the key if you use the lock blocking technique that I just did. So now that we head through that door, we can close it behind us and it'll remain locked, but we are also able to return the key then. You have to wait a little bit for him to go down the stairs. There. Instead then is wait for him to get up the stairs a little bit. And drop down behind him. And now we should be good here. Definitely make a real save, because we do have the loot that we need. And we can now close this door, and it's locked. So that means we've sealed ourselves in here, but that's okay. In the basement there's a gold nugget. 1302. Okay. So now we can head down to a little bit of uncharted territory without taking damage. First, we're going to head over here. There's a body. The purse that we need. There's also a mine and 2 water arrows. And let's see. Yeah, we're going to head down here, aren't we? Well, you don't have to do that. If you... Actually, yeah, if you... if you drop down right at the base of this, then you shouldn't need to. Okay. There. See. Down here, there's a worker that had a very unfortunate accident from the top railing falling on his head. So this is some kind of machine, workroom, janitor's office. 3 stacks of silver coins there. And then there is a logbook. Maintenance report log, entry 204. All machinery seems to be in excellent condition. There's no need for maintenance. Entry 205, machinery is fine. Some of the gratings appear to be rusty. 206, machinery has been having problems. The temperature readings are far too high. Additionally, I've been hearing some loud noises behind the walls in the sewers. Some of the old tunnels must have collapsed. Entry 207, machinery is still running, but their temperature readings are reaching critical levels. 208, machinery has been repaired by the service crew and is now in perfect working condition. The rusty gratings, however, continue to deteriorate. Okay, so this door here is actually one that you can come out of from the other side. A little bit uncertain here. This is the way we are going to go, but I'm going to show you guys something else first. No, that is not the way we're going to go. My bad. Because that requires picking a lock that I don't want. We're going to head the other way. Here's a water arrow. There's a worker in here. Pick the lock on this footlocker. Artifact total 1402. I'm a little bit unsure now if I've done the right thing. Yeah, that's the door that I don't want to pick, but I should have gone back where I was. I have to go back here a little bit. We were supposed to go this way, but just to get a piece of loot. That's the door that I saw the other side of. But we should have gone in here and get this statue. So we could now pick this lock and go straight through there, but I don't like to leave doors unlocked. If they don't have to be unlocked. So let's see, 1427. I think that's good. spice bag, 1447. And we can follow this guy. We're gonna head in here, but first pick the lock on this door. Now this is the way to the Undercity. And there are two pickable doors, this one and then the one at the other end of this room that you can take, but I'm not going to want to pick both of those doors. I want to go in here to get these two vases. Another creepy, creepy picture or painting. Let's go straight out, shall we? Yep. So if we go in here instead, gonna come up to like a workman janitor's office area. Oh, I did not know he came in here. Okay. I thought he just went back to the workroom. Okay. We can wait here now. In here, there's really nothing of interest, except for this is the sewer hatch key. And a readable. Hey, Chuck, what have you been doing down there? Did you hide the sewer key like I asked you? Getting hold of that key was no easy task, so keep it safe. Don't tell anybody we've got it, except Jeff. No restrictions will stop us from going about our business. We're planning a big thing for tomorrow night. Tell Jeff to pick 2 trustworthy men for the job. Marv. So this is then the sewer hatch key. That is very important if you don't really know what you're doing down here. Everybody obviously is going to bring that along. I'm not going to because I don't need it. I'll explain why that is once we get to the area where it's used. Wait. Is there something else in here? Yeah, there it is. There's a purple vase here. 1547. So this will take us to the Undercity, but we have to drop down from a balcony here in order to do that. This will then avoid the other lockpick. There is a patroller down below, and this guard right here. But if you mantle up that lamppost, you can do it. Let me make a real save here. Because I don't know if that guy will alert once he starts patrolling again. You lose health unless you mantle up here. Like that. Good. On top of this lamp, we're safe. Now we have to wait out both of these guys. close the door up there, right? Yeah. Wait here. I think we're safe here. I believe so.
My eyes must be...
No, we're not. This is the area then that was even darker, apparently, in the first version of the mission. I didn't play that version, but... There's a spice bag. This door's pickable. We don't need to go there right now. Here. Follow the shadow lines, obviously, very easily here. Go in here. A difficult piece of loot here that we're going to need to take. There's a patrolling archer that you saw when I was on top of that lamp. He has a purse. If you want to pick an extra lockpick, there's an easier way to get it, but I'm gonna avoid that lockpick and, of course, choose the more difficult way. You know me. There he is. He has a purse. I don't want to step on that.
What did I hear?
How did he hear that? So he saw me too there. Now if I time that, I... Now I have to find a way out of here. And that can be a little bit tough.
My eyes must be playing tricks on me.
So this is a street that is, you know, has no
There's just nothing.
accessible parts. This is a pickable door that I don't want to pick. And this is actually an access to the Undercity from the streets. I'll show you the other end of that earlier, or I'll show you that later. So yeah, his purse was worth 50, total 16, 17. Oh, I need to be quicker here. Good, okay.
My eyes must be...
And now we get spotted by that archer. Okay, good. There are some city civilians that can come up all the way here, but not as long as we are not heading down to the bottom of this city first, because then you trigger their patrols. Here's a sleeping guy, and this area has nothing to pick up, nothing of interest at all. Gonna head across here. There's an open window up there, you might notice that. So under the stairs, there's another piece of loot, a golden or silver nugget, total 1647. And this is actually the main entrance to the Thieves Guild, if you will. There's a stationary thief right down there that can see you. Unless you're a little bit careful. I'm gonna head up here now. Because up here's a dead thief with a ring. Total 1227. No, 1727. Jeez. You know what? I forgot a whole area back here that I'm gonna need to do now.
Out of here.
I actually did the same problem last time. It's a door that I didn't find on my first playthrough. And I had to go back and just by accident saw it. Because there are so many doors that are sort of fake in this mission. Oh, he saw me.
What did I...
Yeah, there are so many fake doors that some of them I guess I just assume is fake when they're not. I mean, those that are fake don't have even door handles on it, so it's not like it's likely to be a real door. It's over here. So here we have to go in. And there's a tiny thief in here. Tiny thief with a huge club. Guess that's kind of amusing. He packs a punch though, so don't get caught by him. And here are 2 gold coin stacks that we need.
Thought I saw something.
He's stationed over there. Okay. There's a silver nugget here that I need. I'm a little bit confused now, because now I thought I... Let's see here. show you this area. It's not a place that we have to go. No, it is. It is a place we have to go. My bad. Of course it is. This area is not a place we have to be in. There's a speed potion and a readable. Hey Phil, working down here is becoming a right proper pain in the arse, and I've a nasty feeling it's going to get worse now that Hightone's council decided to lock us up during the nights. What were they thinking? The Shanstad's become a grim, gruesome place. So Shanstad is sort of the official name of this Undercity. Nobody's safe here anymore. We've only 2 options now. Starving to death or else becoming thieves in our own rights to survive. Didn't the council realize this would happen? They're sitting on a powder keg that'll soon explode. But who am I to complain? Can't do squat about any of this. I'm sick of it though. Gonna quit this job come the following month and move to Dayport. Wish me luck, pal. I'll see you there. Best wishes, Manuel. So this is the open window above the bridge that you could see from below. Let's see. Now up here. We're gonna need to go. If I can. So here's this isn't a sleeping zombie, it's just a dead guy. But over here, you can find an exit up, but at the very other end, this is the last piece of loot I found in the mission. No, the second to last. Fortuny helped me with 1 piece of loot as well. Ring total 1827. And then this area here. This is where you would use the sewer hatch key. Okay. And this area here is right here. The problem is that coming out here is still on the south side of the barrier, because there's a gate here that you can only open from inside the guardhouse, and you can only get to the guardhouse from the north, because the door's locked. So there's no point in coming out here for us. The other exit is in the Hammer Temple, and that is the exit that we're going to take. As long as we've covered everything on this side, which we have, then we're good to go. So, because if you take the sewer hatch key, you have to return it for Supreme. You can't block this grade. It just introduces a whole slew of different problems. So we're not going to do that. We didn't. This was just an open chute, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we took everything. Well, we can't take anything in here. Gotta lower this elevator. We took the there's a furnace. Can't do anything with it. And up here, this is another pickable door that I'm not going to pick, but that takes you out to the street. Where I was earlier. So this is a better way to get his purse, but then you have to pick that extra lock there, which I want. Okay, now we can go back here. So now we've reset the elevator, closed all the doors, we're good to go. I don't want to risk that, because he can see me from a distance there. Now we took the nugget under here, didn't we? Yes. But we have to go up and get the ring by the thief again now, because that I didn't do. (1907). Then I am caught up on my list. I've made a mistake.
Quiet now.
Oh, there was the... There are two guys that come up here. Here, it's a plateau with a fruit, healing fruit, and this is the other pickable door that I showed you when I took a spice bag earlier.
Huh?
So we're gonna have to drop down here now. It's gonna be a little bit tricky, actually, without alerting anybody. Try to do that. Okay, that actually wasn't that difficult when I just realized I could do that. Let's repeat what I just did. Okay. This is into the room where we took the two green bases that the other pickable door was, so this is the normal entrance then to the Undercity. Okay, there's the other patroller. Here's a drunk guy, but he doesn't alert us. He has a bottle of wine we're going to take. And here you can see into another building. 1957. Okay. Now at the bottom level, there's nothing, except for we have to head northeast there. And although it is possible to do this for Supreme Clean, going along the ground, I've done it.
Hey!
It is not something I'm going to do for this run through. Instead, I'm going to make that your ghost challenge. And I'll explain the ghost challenge a little bit more when I actually get to the area. Make a real save. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot a rope there.
Hey.
I think that's a pretty good shot, actually. Because the easier way simply drop like this. And then you can take this arrow. There's a flash bomb. And drop next to this chair. But my ghost challenge is for you guys to actually come along the ground. To come from the south. And get over here and get... You have to end up underneath this sort of plateau here. Without getting any first alerts from anybody. You can do that supreme clean. It's a much more tedious and more difficult way to do it. But you can do it. Once I found this rope arrow technique, it was pretty easy. So that's your ghost challenge. I haven't done a ghost challenge for a little while. So it's about time. Now we just have to sneak our way in here. Without him being positioned west. He faces west and south. So this is a little bit of an RNG ghost challenge. So those are maybe not that fun, but it is possible.
Huh?
This is then the only way for us to get into the Thieves hideout. So that's where we're going to find the Tanzanite.
What was that?
It's just a matter of him now staying that direction until we are away.
My eyes must be...
Yep. So those are the RNG kind of situations. That's just annoying. You get far enough away from him, even if he turns, he's not going to alert because you're too great of a distance. Here we go. Let's head up the stairs. No, not stairs. These are ladders. Not stairs, by the way, if anyone thought that. Here's another bum. Not sure if he's dead or sleeping. I think he's dead. 2 stacks of copper coins. 1967. That's all the loot until you get to the Thieves area. Show you this floor. This is empty except for there's a moss arrow over here. This is the main entrance, so that's what we have to pick open. Okay, so there, that's the entrance down. We're not going to go there now. This is sort of a cell area. There's a moss arrow hanging in here. Nothing else of interest down here. But we're going to head up to where the action is. There's a couple of patrolling thieves here. This can be a little bit more intense, this area, but I find a pretty good way to navigate through it. Okay.
My eyes must be playing tricks on me.
So here's a bartender or a customer or something like that. Okay. You have to wait for him to turn, then get a bottle behind the counter in there. Go into this bedroom and get some loot there as well.
Huh?
He does turn. I didn't know that actually for a while, that he turned. Once I realized that he does, it's a little bit easier this room. That woman comes back, and there's another patroller that comes around here. So this is a dicey area.
Hey, did you see?
We can't really hide in her bedroom, I think, at all.
Did I just?
Yeah, no, we can't do that. There's not enough time here. There, we got her statue. And a bottle up here. Total 2032, that's what we need. She clubs you with a bottle if you get caught by her. So there's no maps for anything down here, so it's a little bit difficult for me to explain my way around, but sort of a loop here. Upstairs is Grimar, or Grimer's quarters. He's the leader of the pack. And here's another bedroom. With 2 stacks of silver coins. One of these thieves should come down. I don't think we should get caught here. So outside Grimar's office, there's really only a spice bag of interest. If we hide in this corner and leave that door open, I think that'll be the best deal. This is his bedroom. That's where his gemstone is, and a key that we need. Readable first. Hey, Grimar. First of all, congrats on the successful heist last week. The cut will be nice for all of us. Better keep it safe until the specialist from outside the city arrives. We'll split the huge chunk apart, which should make it easier to sell undiscovered. Until the tunnels have been sealed, I suggest we don't keep it in the vault. Those rotten creatures living down there won't bother us any longer. When all of that is done, we'll have a huge feast with the finest wine and best roast we can get. Ogden. Okay. And here's a purse, a goblet, and a lever that reveals the Tanzanite, Ravenhurst Tanzanite, and Thieves' Vault key. That we definitely need. I'm going to return to this corner. Yes, we took a purse worth 40 and a goblet worth 15. And then now we have checked off the Tanzanite objective. I still don't get the objective complete notification in Thief 1. I've updated to the latest scripts and the latest T-Fix, New Dark 1.27. C or D or whatever the latest one is, but I still have never gotten those notifications updates. Just like you get in Thief 2. I'm supposed to get that in Thief 1 too now, but anyway, doesn't matter. Now we have everything we need here for now. Guy that comes up now, I think. We have the Thieves' Vault key. that we're going to need, but we are going to have to return that. And that is going to be a problem for us. Okay, here is a spice bag and a loaf of bread. Hide behind the door here, actually.
Did I just...
Oh, he does have issues. That's right. If you reload, it usually resets him. I think he goes into that door next. Not 100% sure, actually.
I thought I saw...
He does not. Let's wait here for him to do that.
What was that?
Oh, he came up when I saved.
I thought I saw some...
There we go. There's a goblet. This is then sort of the vault area. What you hear is the drunk guy that we stole from. This is the window that we looked into. This is then the vault. And there's a notice. Ladies and gentlemen, the vault is currently unsafe to enter. Some nasty Burricks have breached the walls and overrun the place. Please report to Miles and Edward if you find you are missing any of your belongings. They will be guarding our possessions until a solution to this inconvenience has been found. Until then, this room will be sealed for your and our safety. G. So, the problem here is that this is a sliding door, which means that we cannot lock block it. See, once you lock it, it can't be fobbed. And of course, if we fob it now, it's not going to remain locked. So we have to lock it and return the vault key. So we're going to have to find something to block this door with. The problem is that that item has to be from this side of the door, because after we've returned the key, we have to return that item. So we have to now go through the caves a little bit and then find an item that can block the door. Nothing we have in our possession right now can. This we can't drop. So we have nothing else. So let's make a real save. This is a very, very dark place. Okay, there's a Burrick. I think he's walking away from me, which is good. That was an alert. I think we have to wait for that. Can't see anything here. Yeah, he went into... I think he comes out and takes a left. That was not an alert, by the way. Here. Can't see into the distance at all here. Guess that makes sense in a cave, though. $22.71. Since I can't hear him, I'm going to go slow here. He's on his way back up the cave. Okay. this is one of the areas where we need to go. Here's a guy with a purse, 2296. He has a key, a ruin key that we need, and he has a diary. Entry 1. The tunnels are far bigger than anticipated. It will be hard to bypass those foul-mouthed Burricks. We also found evidence that Hammerites have set foot in these tunnels before, so it will be wise not to alert their attention. Entry 2. Our predictions were indeed true. These ruins seem to hold the cursed shaman hand somewhere within them, but it is highly unlikely we'll be left lying out in the open. We should be able to gain entrance very soon. Until then, we should have ample time to rest and feed ourselves. And here's a water arrow. So this we need to use the ruin key for, and of course we need to return that too. So this is some kind of tomb here. Reminds me of Strange Bedfellows. My favorite place in Strange Bedfellows is the maze where you have to, the caves where you have to follow the monkey men around. And the insect beasts. There was a patroller above us. Here was an artifact. There's a couple of artifacts, and then the hand that we have to find is here. There are 2 insect beasts, one on the upper level, one on the lower, and the one on the lower I'm going to wait for right now, because he comes and stations himself in there. There he is. Those 2. I did not hear that. Take a silver nugget here. And a rug in here. It's a little bit of a maze here, but I found a pretty good method of doing so. This is where the shaman hand is. It's a dark area if we move all the way over here. There we go. Here. $24.66 is what we should have here. I don't know if he comes out here. I don't think so. He saw me above there. Take the hand. That's the objective. And this skull here. We're going to use to block the door with. We can just jump up on this one. This is where we need to go next. So this skull we have to return. But it's possible to block the door with it, and we can return it, so that's great. A lot of the junk items you can't even pick up in this mission, so it took a while before I found it. Drop it here. Grab this nugget. 25, 26. Let's see, I'm going to head up here. Because there's a loot item up here I need to. This is another cave. There's no Burricks in here, though. Here's a gold goblet, 2551. And then this takes you out to the door to the machine room that I talked about. But there's no point in going up here because you can't return to the north parts of the streets this way. And there's no way to get through this. So we're gonna have to, let's see, have to make sort of a blind jump here. And mantle is a little bit poor. There we go. Good timing. Let's wait for this Burrick to come back. So now we have to use this to block the door and return the vault key and then come back out here and then we can exit through that direction. That, for example. There we go. So see now, if we now pick this skull up, it'll be locked behind us. Actually pretty perfect. We can follow him and then sneak left when he turns around like that.
Huh?
Typical bad timing of the guards. Come on. Why don't we just save? Saving is my downfall. He heard me down below. It was not Grimer that,
What was that?
that caught us. Whoa.
Dude, I just...
Getting very careless right now. I'm happy I'm not iron ghosting. I've had some players ask me about that iron ghosting, but you know, I think iron ghosting is something that would lend itself much better to like a live stream where you try to iron ghost a mission, because then the tension is there and it's live. You know, and if you fail, okay, you fail. So you save along the way and see how many or how few saves you need to reload. Seems to me like a better way of doing it. I'm not going to do it in live streams, but... Okay, you can't replace this where it goes. There we go. Okay.
What was that?
Noise.
I closed the door, yeah.
People around here. I don't care. I need some money.
Oh yeah, good. I was hoping he wasn't the one
Thought I
going,
saw something.
going downstairs, but there's the guy coming back up from downstairs.
Thought I saw something.
They are so jumpy. See where he is now.
What?
Okay, he gets stuck in the turn there occasionally, but not now. There we go. That's how you do that. That's an alert, so you can hear the alerts pretty clear. Burricks I've always had a hard time hearing from a distance at least, because some of their grunts are similar. Like idle grunts are similar from alert grunts. Okay. So we're gonna lock this door when we come back, I think. So we're basically done underground now. We have to head up in the opposite direction, and then we will arrive in the Hammer Temple and just cover the north part of the streets. And there's quite a bit there as well. So we'll come up here. So we have a lot of buildings in between here. Not too much in this area, but mostly in this section. I guess it isn't that big. That. There we go. Lock this. And then we're going to return this. Try to put it in his hand. That's pretty perfect. Now in this cave tunnel, I think there's 2 barracks. I think there's 2 pieces of loot. Yeah, that's an alert again. This gold nugget, 25.97. And then here is a dead Hammerite. Oh, no. I thought he had a purse. He doesn't. Jump up here. These ledges here was difficult to see the first time I played it. A lot of people had that issue. 25.97. Yes, that is the loot we're supposed to have. Here is a moss arrow. So this is sort of the opposite entrance to the Burrick caves. This is from a mining shaft that they've closed down. So here's a readable. To all brethren, now that the tunnel system has been discovered next to the mine, it is our duty to deal with the Burrick problem in the depths right below. I fear that they will hinder any further explorations we may attempt. Brother Roman, builder rest his soul, hath fallen to his death securing the ledges. Until we have coordinated a plan, I shall keep this area locked tight. Brother Lucius. So I guess that was Brother Roman we just saw. You have to pick the lock on this door. No way to relock that. So here we don't have to worry about anything. Oh wait, there was a piece of loot down here that I forgot. No, there was not. Okay, well there is a purple vase here. Then we have to jump up. We can drop safely down here to a cave system. Frank's Cleft like silver nugget. 2662. Now we're on the other side of that gate. Here's an elevator. We can take it all the way to the top. You can't get off on the second level anyway. Now we're arriving in the Hammer Temple, and we have to send the elevator back down. And that Hammerite, we have to pick the lock on this door. That Hammerite you heard can actually hear us through the window in here. And he can hear us pick the lock too on this door. So let's actually make it real safe.
Show that.
Just gotta wait for him to get back into the room, and there is a piece of loot in there where he goes that this will take.
well, for though the hand of the builder doth still shape man of the world through our actions, they are legion who do not believe and would tear down thy work.
There, gold or silver nugget. And then we can head upstairs. See, there's 2 floors. Read this. Hammer Compendium of Precepts, Regimens, and Rules of Conduct, Volume 30. What is it that is more important? The tapestry as a whole or the arrangement of one individual thread? The tapestry is more important, but is the result of many threads. The arrangement of one thread can ruin the tapestry. Be not so proud as to neglect the small details, nor so pedantic as to disregard the bigger picture. Thine home was not built in a day, and neither shall thine acolyte's mind. Gold candlestick in here. There's also another candlestick in the study where he came from. And then we should be able to hide here, actually. We can...
What is that?
Okay, I wasn't sure if he was on his way to me or away from me. Actually,
Halt!
no, we're not safe there.
Something moved, thought I saw.
Okay, I don't think that that hammer comes into this balcony here. I think he comes in here and goes down. He didn't. He actually went there. Okay, well that works out okay for us. Top floor here, there's a couple of... Here's a statue, and this is a balcony. We're not going to go out here, but we are now in the far western area. So right here is where we are. We are going to exit to the east so that we get onto that balcony here, but... This is an empty bedroom, I believe. And here's a storage room, and there is a hammer. Let's wait for him. 2 bedrooms there. That one is empty. This one has another piece of loot. A bottle of wine. Something else I missed here? This bedroom was empty.
Do my eyes show?
I didn't think there was anything else here.
Who goes there?
So we have to head out this window, and there is a there's a guard there. Let's see, I think we can do that. Those mantles.
Who's noising about?
There. We look down to the street now in the far northeast. So let me just check something real quick. I think we should be good. Let's see. We're gonna head into. This is. We're now. This is some kind of an inn or a restaurant or something like that. Maybe like an apartment complex. But there's a store at the bottom level, at like a dairy store.
What?
Man, I'm hitting this.
Who goes?
Absolute worst time.
Is that me?
There's a thief here. I'm not sure if he's a tenant or if he's something else. No.
Did I just see?
How did he see me there? In here, it's a very run-down bedroom, but there's a readable. Francis, I'm guessing you haven't heard anything new from Jean either, have you? Maybe we shouldn't let him search for accessible basements in the tunnels beneath the city. Those tunnels and sewers are a real labyrinth. I wonder if the thieves that lurked down there caught him. We thought we were being oh so clever, but the godforsaken Undercity is teeming with tricksters. What should we do now? I'm open for suggestions, Maurice. Let's head in here. I think this is the... Yeah, this is the kitchen. Yeah, this one I had counted as 10 for some reason, but this is worth 15. So cucumber in the kitchen as well. Total 29, 27. And then we can head down to... This is into the store owner, but we're going to head down to the main store first. Jeez, but there's a purse here. Worth 35. No. Yeah, 35. Total at 29.62. My bad. I'm not sure why my list is confusing me today. I have a list, a loot list that I make myself, which is okay to use before I Ghost, I have a loot list, but the locations around town was very difficult to accurately describe in my list, so I was a little bit confused on where the various loot pieces were, even when I ghosted them. Okay, so now we have arrived in the streets here. We're not going to go out here. I don't want to pick the lock on that door, but I wanted to read a couple of things for you. Announcement. Lords and ladies, let it be known that Lord Ravenhurst is inviting all the nobility who are in the possession of an abode, at least the size of a medium-sized burg, within this district's borders, to his mansion on the evening of Lanthorn Day, the 12th day after St. Joris, in the year 832. Everyone whose birthright is at least that of a patrician may attend this dignified festivity. Wear your finest clothes and enjoy an abundance of the most luxurious wines and dishes from the furthest corners of the globe. The council members of downtown will be participating, and they are eagerly awaiting the most marvelous event that only you, the most prosperous people from Darkside to Lampfire Hills, will be permitted to attend. Lord Aldrich Ravenhurst. Dear people of Hightown, this one we have read, right? This is the bathhouse one from the beginning of the mission. Attention, attention! Owing to an increase of criminal activity in the lower city district, such as pagan conspiracies, thievery, heresy, and countless other practices of a similarly loathsome nature, all citizens are henceforth ordered to comply with the following decree issued on the Atonement Day of Harvest Fest by order of the magistrate. Let it be known that the fine people of Hightown shall neither leave nor enter the subterranean city district known as the Undercity, Slough Puddle, Shanstatt, and various other unpleasant appellations between the 8th hour in the evening until sunrise. All entrances to the Undercity are to be sealed between these hours. There will be an increased number of city guard stations throughout the city at night to guarantee safety for all our good citizens and their commodities. Anybody attempting to enter or exit the Undercity during these hours will be arrested and sent to the debtor's prison for 14 days and nights, with nothing to eat or drink but bread and water. If you, good people, find suspicious-looking persons wandering the streets during these hours, or loitering near the access point to the lower city, we insist that you report to the city guards post-haste. In addition, masking one's face is now strictly prohibited. Guards have been urged to crack down on miscreants who seek to obscure their identities. Furthermore, on Lanthorn Day, the 12th day after St. Joris, Lord Ravenhurst is inviting nobility from all around the city on this magnificent feast. To his magnificent feast. To prevent any unforeseen incidents, the access points to the Undercity will be sealed on this day for a full 24 hours. We encourage all those unfortunate enough to live in the Undercity to purchase whatever goods they may need the day before. From the Magistrate of Hightown, the Mayor, Sir Wulfric Bartenbach. Okay, so here it's an empty area, but here's the access to the Undercity. You need the Undercity key, found in the guardhouse. I'll show you that later. So this is the one where I showed you the other access gate from the bottom of the stairs in the Undercity. So here's a note. Passage to the subterranean district. Enter at your own risk. The following decree is hereby issued. The subterranean district shall henceforth be sealed from sunset to sunrise. The Council of Hightown. Okay. So we're not gonna go out there. We can continue the rooftops instead. Okay.
Who made that noise?
Let's see. Okay, yeah. So he does not hear that if he is the farthest away from his patrol, which he is not now. I thought maybe this guy would alert to the lockpicking of this door, but he doesn't if we time it right. And there's another chest we have to pick.
was that? Don't.
Yeah, I think we have to do it in 2 rounds. Maybe we can do it in 1.
What's that?
No, we can't. We have to do it in 2. Well, now he was stationed there a lot longer. There we go. 3012. That was a stack of gold coins in there. Now we have to head back upstairs and we have to go up the staircase that we saw at the top. Not this staircase, but the next one. Yeah, good. The guard is on his way down. Wait. Yeah, in here, there's a stack of gold coins. Here's the next place we can go. Make a save. So now we're going to cross the street going west, right? This is Guldenberg's that he saw. There we go. If we go this way, the balcony that we saw is in the very corner beyond those pipes there. So there's the open window with the rosary that we saw earlier. So we're now on the east side of this building here. We are fairly exposed on this side. And there's a guard up on that garden there. So we can't jump down, or maybe do an angled run. There, yeah. Okay. We're not going to go in here. We're actually going to go over to the balcony of Guldenberg's. Here's a cheese, but more importantly, there's a bottle of wine. Total 3,082. And because now we can actually enter Guldenberg this way. I want to wait for that guard to go away. He'll see us.
Nothing there now.
Yeah, see, he saw us still.
Who's there?
Oh. So I guess their cone of vision actually extends above their head then, because we couldn't see him. Okay, this next area here is going to be pretty tricky because there are 3 or 4 guards that patrol in the hallways. There's rugs around. This goblet first. But we have to go get the key to the treasury so we can get the painting. And then we have to return the key. There's at least 2 guards and Lord Guldenberg. His chambers is up here, so we're going to head there first. That was not an alert. We have to pick the lock on this. That was the key. Here's a tiara. There's a healing potion in here. And there's a readable. Emil, I have the greatest pleasure of confirming that your tome has arrived in good shape. You needn't worry about it, for I shall keep it safe in my treasury. Have you had any news about the Ravenhurst situation? I hope it won't keep you from attending his annual feast. If the worst should come to pass, you can visit me in my study outside the city. We can arrange any future transactions out of the wilderness. I look forward to receiving your reply. Regards, Egbert. Okay. You're gonna rope up here. If this is a good enough rope placement, I'm not sure. I think so. Because up here is a diamond as well. 3272. So we took Guldenberg's treasury key. I just wanted to do this real quick because sometimes guards come back in here. If we drop down, we can drop straight onto the ladder. Or that. Now we are safe here. Safe here, so it's not a problem if anybody comes up. A couple of the guards might be stuck, not stuck, but their patrol route might be stopped downstairs.
What I see there?
So I know that we are safe here. Let's see. So we can do that then. Good. Two purple vases here, and then we have to quickly head into the treasury. It's difficult because they can see you through the drapes, but of course we can't see them really. No, it's not transparent at all. There's nothing else of interest in here besides those 2 purple vases. And here there's 2 gold candlesticks and Majesty and Splendor, which is the painting that we need to get. And here's a stack of gold coins. Total 34.97. Now we just have to return the key.
Hello? Is someone there? Yeah.
Okay, he's on his way down. This is not a good time to go. So there really isn't that much more in this palace. So I guess I wish that a couple of the areas in town was a little bit bigger. That there maybe was one large area. Maybe this palace here should have been an actual palace with multiple floors, stuff like that. It's a very big mission though, so I think New Dark's, even New Dark's limitations doesn't allow for too much.
Hello?
Oh. Did he come up or did it just turn around? I think it was another one that came. Oh, he was on his way out. I totally could have done that. Yeah. No, let's drop it on the... That seems more logical. This is the balcony where we took the purple vase in this courtyard. So this is an access point now back to the south area. So that key disappears upon use. So that's another reason why I absolutely did not want to do that. Yeah, now we're triggering some of the patrols down below. We have to wait for them to come up. I'm not sure if we're safe here. I think so, because we're out of view of that light. There's the Sir, and there's the third guard, yeah. I love stuff like that. I don't know why. It's just a bit of humor. And here all we have to take is this. This says, "Here lies Gretchen Guldenberg, beloved wife and mother." This is not a door. This is not a door, but it's supposed to be the main entrance, kind of. You can't go through those drapes. Now... to wait for an archer here.
What's going on over there?
Here is a gas arrow. You can just see it. That archer we need to wait for. So you can take that if you want to. Of course, gas arrows are super useful if you don't ghost. Probably, I would say probably the most useful tool, because it basically works against any enemy, except for undead.
What's that?
That is a problem. we safe here? I don't kind of think we are.
Someone behind me?
Yeah.
All quiet now.
Alright, well let's wait here then. Not sure how far that guard goes. We have to follow the archer because we have to sort of... When he turns around at the end of his loop, we have to be close to him and then slip around his back. See if I can try to do this. Good. We could. Grab a bottle of wine here, and then if we hug his left side, we should be good. 35.97. That's all from Guldenberg. Then we can climb up here. So now we are basically right below the guardhouse. And we can head back into the guardhouse. Or we haven't been here before, but we were here on the northeast side. Here's a flash bomb and then a couple of well-hidden silver coin stacks. Here's a loaf of bread. This is the window that we were outside of earlier, and then 2 more coin stacks, 36.45. And this is, I believe, the Undercity gate key, so that you can use to get down to the Undercity from above. Here, show you a few other things. This is then the gate to the north and the south side of the city. This is the guardhouse key. And this is just north of Guldenberg, so we came out here now. This is the sewer hatch entrance. Maintenance only. And here's the gate that is closed. That's the north gate. So if you come out of that, you still can't get to the northern parts of town. This one we have read already. Yeah. So we don't need to go anywhere around there. We are instead going to... Did I take... Yes, I did. 36.45. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna head... We are now coming out on this side. So we're gonna head... We're actually gonna head down to the streets now. There's only one thing that we need to do. There's a guard over there.
Someone behind me?
We're gonna head over here. There's one lady in the streets that has a purse that we need. But in the fountain here, Lord asked for drinking water fountain. 787. There's 3 coins. Then in the... There she is. That is perfect. If she heads north now, that would be great.
Huh?
Okay, we can definitely wait for her here. Good, because I was worried I would have to, like, trek around town. She's only in the north, but it would be annoying if she was right by. There's an archer patrolling as well. I didn't want him to be able to see us through this. Take your person. Then there's a goblet, gold goblet up on one of the tables there that you can take. Okay, what is going on? $37.20. No, we didn't take the. No, we forgot to take the coins. Now we can head in here. This we're not going to take, but this will take us to the balcony just north of the courtyard that we visited early on in the mission. Let's see, where do we need to go from here? I don't think we can go down. No, we can't. Gold goblet in here. I'm not sure this is some kind of a miner's residence. One of those guys that maybe have been trying to get to the shaman hand. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a readable about it here. Hey Nathan, I did as you said and overheard the mages talking about lost ruins or something. It looks like there's some pricey relic involved, and magic and curses. Think of the gems though. This is definitely worth checking out. I reckon I'll explore these caves myself. Been doing this for years, so navigating them should be a cinch. But first, I'll need to find a way in. I'm sure I'll work something out, though. I always do. Leave everything to me, Leonard.
I shall walk the path until my return to the eternal fire. The winds are...
So there's a mage tower right here that you can't enter from this side. We're going to have to wait for that mage to...
Wind blows,
to walk
fire
away.
Burns, earth shakes, water flows.
There.
I shall walk the path until my return to the eternal fire.
Here's the guard. You can jump up from this ledge here. Here's another establishment.
People around here.
Ring.
I need some money.
Worth 60, total 38.20. And now we're coming up on the loot item we have to skip. There's a loot item, a purse, I believe, worth 40 in that footlocker there. And that we're going to have to skip because the other guy there that you just saw, he will alert to that. Now, when he's stopped, like he was just now, he is not going to alert to it. But he will still give a settling remark a few minutes later. There's a bug in the alert system in Thief where patrollers that...
Yeah, it's the thing.
Yeah, no, that won't work. Oh, you can take it through there. I didn't know that. Okay. That makes it a lot easier. So yeah, it's a pickable footlocker, and he hears the lockpicks. That gold nugget we can still take. Total 38.45. So yeah, that purse worth 40 is the only loot item because he will hear the lockpicks that we cannot take for Supreme. So hopefully I've been able to keep this a Supreme clean run. If we head down here, here's a water arrow and another silver nugget, 38.85. And here is another way you can get to the southern part of town. Now you fall down into Ravenhurst's fireplace. Remember I said I was going to show you that. So there are basically, obviously along the streets, but you can reach the courtyard that I showed you. You can go into the courtyard of Guldenberg. You can go through Ravenhurst to go south. So there's plenty of ways to do that. These are the windows that lead to the courtyard that I showed you. There. Okay, now we're gonna have to go this way. So now we're on the balcony, just northwest of Lord Guldenberg's. We are now going to have to head north here, hit a couple of establishments here, and then exit to Aldale. That's pretty much all we have left. We just have some loot items left. There's still a few things to do, but we're getting much closer now. So yeah, really let me know what you think about the layout of the city. Like I said, my major concern, not major concern, but the biggest thing I have to say about it is that it's a little bit too easy. There could be more guards on Expert, for sure. And maybe a little bit more loot in a couple of locations. But the loot isn't very well spread out, though. This. You can jump over here. Just wanted to make sure I could do that. So we now are in this tower. Right here. Stacks of copper coins, 38.95. Another creepy painting. Take us out into... Okay, that was not alert. And this will take us to the ledge that I showed you from the south just recently. We'll climb around here this time. This is the balcony from the Hammer Temple. Under here is a moss arrow. We're going to jump up here. Two more stacks of copper coins. God knows what's in that bucket. Okay, an apple, but nothing else to do here. I don't think he saw that. It's drunk. The drunk guard won't alert to us. Some other tower, that's this one. I maybe wish a couple of more of the books could be read. Flesh out a little bit more of the story. Here's the statue. It's that he saw. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna jump up here instead because there's a very well hidden piece of loot over here. A purple vase. 39.75. Let's see. So this is the courtyard right here. We've now walked along this ledge and then we are now on the east side of this building, which we can get into. Okay.
What's that?
So then it's because the drunk guy saw us. Even though he's neutral.
Did that shatter?
Okay. So I need to I did not know that. I need to shoot that arrow without him seeing me. Basically.
What's that?
I don't even know if I'm safe here.
Huh?
Let's shoot it from here then. Yeah, so anybody who's neutral, unless you use a weapon, they will not say anything, but if you use a weapon even behind them, if they know you're there...
Hey.
They will alert. Let's grab this.
What do I see there?
Oh, and it's the worst timing. Because that guard could be anywhere. And it had to be right where we couldn't hide. 59.75. Good.
Hey.
So this is a building. This is the building then in the far north.
Who's that there?
Oh, come on. Usually you can skip over small areas with tile, but I guess I couldn't there. We'll wait for him to come back up. Okay. Up here is a statue, some kind of storage room. This is a pickable footlocker, and I think there's a rope arrow in there. Oof. What on earth? Okay, that's not possible then, I guess, to do. Any small coins back here. He did see us though. Okay. So now we're moving into this area. There's a couple of things we're going to do here. This takes you down to street level right here, where the exit is, but it's pickable, and I don't want to pick it. That's where we're going to go. No, it's not, is it? Oh, that's where we were earlier. Yeah, we want to head up here, which is the tower where the mage is that we saw. So we basically have to head in here then. It's a storage room with 2 broadheads. Here is a sitting room of some sort. Another purple vase. And fire poker. 41.65. Getting stuck on doors. You gotta love drama. Cool. Well, I really enjoy this mission. I do think, like I said, it could have used a couple of areas that were a little bit larger inside. Wish the palace in Ravenhurst maybe was a little bit bigger. Maybe the story could have been fleshed out a little bit more in the readables. It could have been a little bit more challenging, because it's more fun on the first playthrough than ghosting. Stairs. In here there is 2 stacks of gold coins.
Who was that there?
I just wanted to check actually if she first alerted, because I didn't know if she alerted to the door closing down there. But then she wouldn't have first alerted now. Okay, in here there is an artifact, that's right. Well hidden artifact. That's her bedroom, I guess, the maid. She comes back out, we're gonna go in there, and then we are ready to leave. Here's a gold goblet, and there's a fire arrow in this fireplace. This can't be opened. This is the way then into the mage's tower. Let's see. Probably the major thing I dislike about Thief 1 is the rope arrow mechanic and the mantling. That it isn't fixed. Here we're safe. Let's read his letter first. Greetings, Armand. Have you any word from Apprentice Taran and Apprentice Mondrus? They've been busy exploring the subterranean district, hoping to find clues as to the whereabouts of the fabled shaman's hand. If our latest transcriptions are correct, it must be hidden somewhere beneath this part of Hightown. It may have been a mistake to hand them the key that we found during our last expedition, but I believe it will be of use whenever we stumble upon that accursed place. In other news, I believe it's high time we do something about Nairam. I'm sure you'll agree that nobody should be allowed to leave the Order without consequence. Our rules and traditions must be upheld. We should take action swiftly, lest he unleash the powers again, Melchior.
What vision?
So this is the guy that sent the letter to the other mage, isn't it? And didn't we find a mage that had the ruin key down underground? I think so. Take his purse. Worth 40, total 4,300. Now, we're going to have to pick the lock on that chest. And he has to be stationed, at least the best place is for him to be stationed in the west corner to do that.
Fire burns, earth shakes, water flows. I shall build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters.
That was an artifact.
See the vast earth, and burn in eternal fire.
4360, that is max loot. 4400 is the maximum for the mission, but we skipped the purse worth 40. Here there's a lever on the other side, and you can open the gate. That'll take you over to the apartment across. We're gonna instead head up here and head back.
shall walk the path until my return to eternal fire.
What's that?
Let's see, I'm not sure if she comes in here or if she goes to her room. All right, awesome. Now we want to drop down here because the exit is right down here. Let's see. We can do it like that. Perfect. So this takes you up to the door that I said I didn't want to pick, and this is a pickable footlocker with a flash bomb. That's the last item that I have not shown you yet. Now we can head this way.
Something moved.
So we are now stationed right here. So we just have to head to Aldale. There's nothing else in this plaza. There's a guard down below as well, but we don't have to worry about him. Let's follow this guy. This takes you to Ravenhurst. There's a balcony here that I didn't show you from the other side, actually, but don't think you can lean through and open it, but even if I could, I wouldn't have done that. There we are. Should be it. So that hopefully was a successful Supreme run of Whispers Below the Cobblestone by Korthak. Great mission. I'll give it a 8 out of 10. 7.5 or 8 out of 10. Very enjoyable. If it had been more challenging, it would have been even more fun to ghost. But it was fun to ghost still, but it would have been a huge step up for ghosting. Very non-linear, big, lots of areas to visit. You know, a nice story as well, and you know, some side quests here and there. Well, I think there weren't any optional objectives, but it ties together the different people in town, or you know, many of them are involved in the main story. So that's cool. Our stats, 2 hours, 3 minutes, 25 seconds. We took 4360 loot out of 4400. We skipped a purse worth 40 in, I'm not sure what kind of a building it was, but it was just west of Guldenberg. Picking the lock on the footlocker where the purse was in would alert the tenant. Pockets picked 4 out of 4. Locks picked 10. That's the minimum that I could get it down to, and 0 for backstabs, knockouts, damage dealt, taken, or healing taken, and nothing and nobody killed. Awesome. So I actually do think I'm gonna put the dark mod a little bit more on hold. I was planning on going to dark mod again now, but we are so close to finishing writing reports and this report, or this video here, and the report that I've written for it, is actually a milestone because we've now written ghost reports for every single Thief 1 mission or Thief Gold mission ever released. I haven't, but collectively as a community we have. And we only have 6 or 7 missions left for Thief 2. Thief 3 and Dark Mod still has some to go, but Thief 1 and Thief 2 are almost done. So I think I'm going to focus on some of those missions instead, and then get back to Thief or the Dark Mod when I have the chance. I will play some more Dark Mod missions, but they're just not top of my priority list right now. So I think the next mission I'll do is actually Feast of Pilgrims, the mission that won the 20th anniversary contest for Thief 2 by RandomTaffer and marbleman. So I've played about half of that mission right now as of recording this, so I think I'm definitely going to say that it's going to be the next mission. So I hope you're looking forward to that. If you haven't played that one, please go ahead and do so. It's a very good one, at least what I've seen so far. So until next time, thank you for watching. Have a good night. Stay safe, guys. Bye-bye.